Do you know that with 30 to 40k CFA, you can relocate to Cotonou and secure a place to stay? I bet you don't. If you are looking to relocate to Cotonou and you have the money to support yourself, like people from abroad, this video might not be for you. Though I have an update for you guys too in the middle of this video. But if you are looking to relocate to Cotonou and you are thinking, how do I put money together to get an apartment, to feed myself, and support my living till I can find something to do and be able to stand on my feet, then grab your seat and popcorn and listen to me attentively as I explain to you how to go about it step by step. Mind you, I said the best for the last, so watch this video to the end so that you don't miss any of these updates I'm about to cast. If I am to relocate to Benin in this current year that we are faced with currency devaluation and the exchange rate is not exchanging at all, this is how I will go about it. The first thing I will do is to look for someone that has an apartment already and is looking for someone to share their apartment with, to stay with for the time being till I'm able to get like familiar with the country and the city. And by doing that, I won't have to be thinking of how to save up money to pay for caution, to pay for agent fee, and to pay for all these fee that securing an apartment used to fee. Also, I won't have to overthink my plans because most times some of us like to plan everything right and try to make everything set first before we now move our load and exit our location. A lot of people are choked with monthly rent payment around here, most especially Nigerians. They are not finding it easy at all. Some are relocating back to Nigeria, while some of us are still here doing the survival of the fittest. So instead, for you that you've not been here before, to save up your money and come here and use all the money that you're supposed to use to keep to manage yourself for the time being, to pay for caution fee, agent fee, and also the first month rent. Then the next month, when you're unable to get a job yet and you don't even know how to pay your rent, you now have high blood pressure because you don't know how you're going to sort your next month rent. Please don't do that. I know some people that just came in that are lamenting right now. Even some of us that have been here for a while. Sometimes, when the bills want to choke us, it's only cry that we cannot cry sometimes, sincerely. So because of this, some people look for a roommate that they'll be splitting the bills together, which is rent, water, and light. You don't need to pay any caution fee because they've already done that. All you need to do is to pay the month rent and just move in. The price is always within 10, 15, 20, 30k CFA for the flatmate and roommate, depending on the kind of apartment. That's for the ones that I've seen. And you also pay the agent that help you to get the place. They mostly collect the same amount as the rent. Though this may not be good advice for people that are relocating with family or people that have kids, which is what leads me to my next update. Relocate to more affordable cities. Cotonou is the Lagos of Benin and also one of the most expensive cities in Benin, if not the most expensive. Houses are cheaper in cities outside Cotonou like Calavi, Porto Novo, Ouidah, and the rest. And relocating to any of these cities will save you more costs because the money that you used to pay for 1 month rent in Cotonou, you can use it to pay for almost 2 months rent in one of these cities. And it is not only rent that are cheaper in these cities. I've heard that their food and their general cost of living is quite affordable too. I have not lived in any of these cities myself to give you guys some updates about what living in these cities looks like. But I am planning to visit these cities and spend some time there to share what living there looks like and give you some insight of what to expect if you are looking to relocate to any of these cities. So stay tuned for the updates in my subsequent videos. But how can you stay tuned if you haven't subscribed to the channel or turned on the notification bell yet? Do that already and I'll keep you posted. The next update is for people that are looking to relocate to Cotonou and they have enough money to support their relocation. I'm not done with you guys yet too. I still have more updates for you about jobs and how to cut down your cost of living. But let me quickly share their own updates with them. You want to relocate to Cotonou, you have your money and everything is set. But the only thing stressing you out is, how do I get an apartment? I don't know anyone there. Neither do I know anyone that knows anyone. Where is the best area to stay? Bring your own chair more closer so you can pay attention to this update. You see, instead of doing that overthinking that will prolong your relocation, why not do this instead? Get an Airbnb in any area for a month or a week. Or if an Airbnb is too expensive, you can get an empty apartment to move into when you arrive. And when you get here, you visit different locations in the cities to find the area that you like. After you find one, you look for an agent to help you find an apartment in that area. I always advise people to get a place for a month to stay so that they can have enough time to explore different places. And to also look for a place instead of rushing themselves to do all that in a week. Take your time and you thank me later. Even when I'm looking for a place to stay, sometimes I spend months before I get out because I am very selective when it comes to where I want to live. I have too many preferences. It took me 3 months of checking houses here and there before I find this particular place that I'm staying right now. But for the first apartment that you'll be living in, you can get it within a month, at least somewhere that is still, okay, because you don't have an insight into the city yet. That's what I did too. The next update is how you can get a job to sustain yourself when you don't speak French. After you have arrived in Benin, you've already secured an apartment that you're going to be staying. The next question on your mind will be, how do I get a job to sustain myself? But if I tell you that there is any job waiting for you here as a native English speaker that cannot even manage to speak French, then I'll be lying. And this is where I would advise you that instead of putting money together to pay for caution, agent to get an apartment, put the money together and invest it into learning French. Because it is when you understand the language that they speak here that you have a lot of opportunities, like get the job, get connected, and all. Investing that money into learning is you playing the long-term game, and trust me, you will have limitless opportunity. Let me also share with you some of the things that you can be doing by the side to generate income to support yourself while you are busy learning this language. When you get here, take your time to look around and find your opportunity. You can think of any business that you can start with little money. Look around to find the things that are moving well and see the one that you can venture into there. If you are a skilled worker, it will be easier for you because there will be people that need your services. You just have to look for them and let them know what you do or what you can do. And even if they don't need you at the moment, they might remember you any day that your service is needed. Or you can also look for Beninese skilled workers that are doing the same thing as you. Make friends with them and ask them if you can follow them to work whenever they have work to do. And they can be giving you money after you guys are done. You can also get a night job at a lounge or bar. These are the people that mostly employ English native speakers. But I don't really advise this for ladies though. The list of things that you can do to sustain yourself and live on a budget for the time being is endless. As long as you are not lazy, you just have to find the opportunities. Which then lead me to the last update, how to live on a budget here in Cotonou. Living in Cotonou on a budget is not complicated. All you have to do is live within your means. Get a house that you can afford. There are houses of 10k CFA per month in Cotonou. But you too, you should know what to expect from that kind of house. Also, don't eat out too often. Do more of cooking. Because the way money used to fly from someone's hand in this city, it is alarming. You can hold 10k right now and the next minute is 3k that you'll be seeing in your hand. Then you'll be asking yourself, how did I spend it? You might even sit down to do the quadratic equation and all the plus and minus multiplication that you know just to figure out how you spent that money. So save your stress, distress, and save your money. If you are a Nigerian, instead of buying your foodstuffs here in Cotonou, you see, just put your money together and go to the border of Nigeria there to get your foodstuffs and every other thing that you need. But if you are not a Nigerian, just avoid eating out a lot. That will do. Also avoid going out if it is not necessary, except if it is somewhere that you can easily trek to. Because transport fare alone is something and it's part of the little things that consumes money here. Now that you've learned how to relocate to Benin on a budget, how to get a job to sustain yourself when you don't speak French, and how to live on a budget here in Cotonou, you should check out this video to know how to get an apartment here, how the housing system works, what the payment method is like, and things to look out for when you're looking for an apartment here in Cotonou.